Hello YouTube. Today we are going to learn how we can use AutoIt to select multiple files and upload them onto your browser. This is a test case which we are going to cover today. What you need is I'm using the Windows operating system, so you need AutoIt installation there on Windows operating system, and then Selenium WebDriver, and of course Java. I'll paste all the links in the description below. So let's start with creating an HTML page which can handle multiple files upload. So let's write a quick code in a notepad to upload multiple files. Let's save this. And say all files, and we have to save this in HTML, so that's why I selected all files. So now this is saved. Let's just quickly check on the Firefox if that is opening or not. I'll just paste the file path here and see if yes, that's opening up. So if I select browse all, it should open the window to select the files. So the next step, I've already installed AutoIt, and I'll paste the links in the description below, so you can follow it and install AutoIt. So I'll open the script editor. The AutoIt script editor, and I'll explain. I'll basically write two scripts, and I'll explain later in the video why I'm doing this. So this is just a little trick here, but yeah, that'll help. So it is just a couple of lines of code. So control focus. What we have to do, we have to control focus on the window, on the browser window. So let me show you. So if you click on it, so we have to control focus on this window, and the name of this window is file upload. So we'll use that as one of the parameter here. All right, so file upload, it takes 3 parameter. So the text, which you can leave empty, and the control ID. So control ID will enter. So let's see how we can get the control ID. So I'll go to the Firefox, will click on browse, and then there is an option in AutoIt and then you can open the AutoIt element finder. All right, so the title is file upload, which is good, and we have to find the element of this item. So let's just drag it and paste it here and drop it here, and we see the file name, sorry, the class name is edit1. So this is the instance which we have to look for. So basically click on the control tab, and then so this is edit1. I'll go in the script editor and just say edit 1 is the control ID which we are looking for. Then we have to send a text. The reason behind why I am doing this, so what we'll do, let's say you are not on this folder, right, you are somewhere else. So what you can do, you can just quickly pass this text. Let's say if I have to reach to that folder, click enter, it should take you to that, right. So we have to do the same thing. So just navigating back to our script, and the name of the window is the same, file upload. The second parameter is the text, which we can leave blank. The third parameter is the control ID, and we know that the control ID for that is edit 1. And the fourth parameter is what text we want to pass. So we'll just pass the raw text for this. I'm just taking a variable, and we will pass the raw text with this. With this command, right, and we'll get this raw text from our code, from our variable. So that's why we are passing this, and then we'll do a sleep, because you know it's very quick, so sleep will help. 2 seconds, and then send enter. So we will send the enter command. Okay, that's it. Okay, so save this as, so I'm saving this as get the folder. Okay. All right. So now write the second script. So the second script, again things will be the same. So just copy it from here, and the second script basically is to grab whatever is there in this folder and then just pass it from AutoIt, right. So whatever files, 10 to 15 whatever files we have in folder, the second script basically will collect all those files and click on open, right. So let's go back. In the second script, file control focus is the same, set text again it is the same, and sleep we can increase to, you can adjust the sleep, but I am just giving the random number here. And instead of clicking on enter this time, what we have to do, let's say if this is the file, we have to click on the open button. Just going to the editor, right, we will just say control click here, because we have to click on that button. The file upload will be the same, the name of the window will be the same, again a text parameter which we can leave blank, and then the control ID, it's again so now the control ID, we have to find out what is the control ID of this one. So just drag this finder tool on top of this one, and we can see the control ID is button 1. So that's what we have to use. And that is it pretty much. So we'll just save this file as select all and click on open. Save. We'll close this, we'll close this as well. Now we'll just go to one of the IDE. So I'm using IntelliJ IDE. It's pretty good. Let's create a class, new class, Java class, and upload multiple files from folder. I'm giving a random name, but just for the purpose of this lecture. Okay, no, public static void main, and basically, so I'm going to create a function. It will be easy to manage. So just a quick function, static, no value needs to be returned, so it will be void and get files from local system. This sounds good. Okay. So what we have to do, we have to pass the location of those files. So first of all, file, and then we have to get the directory. So alt enter to import java.io, and the directory in which our files are is the path. So let's just pass the path where the files are on your local system. We'll also create a string, static string variable, and we'll name it as path, so that we don't have to change it every often. So we'll just use. So I know that the files are there in this folder on my drive, and that's the same which I'm going to pass here. Okay, I also need a string variable where I can select all the files. I can get, so this string variable basically will get all the files, whatever files are there in that folder will record those files. So I can name this as all images or all files, or images is fine. So let's do just images, and this will be, I'm just initializing this. Now I have to get how many files are there. So list of files, flist, and this will be the directory object, and within the directory list all the files. So now I have the list of all the files. So now I'll run the for each loop one by one on all the files to just grab them. So for each file in flist, for each file in flist, if there is a file, then do this, check if there is a file, and if it is true, then all images, you have to store the all images, get the file name. So get the get name, get the file name, and separated by the white space. So all right, so I'll explain why I'm doing this and what is the reason. So basically, if I go here, right, and if I have to select all the files, see what happens. I'll just click on from my keyboard, I'll just say Control A and see what's happening here. So we have the file names. So we have the file name in double quotes, right, separated by a white space. So we have to do the same thing. So we have to add the double quotes in our code. So in order to add a double quote, we have to escape it. So escape character and then the double quotes, get the file name, okay, and again the escape it. Okay, so this will work. Okay, so now we have our value in all images, all the files are there with the double quotes value and separated by white space. Okay, so this is done. So now we have it. Now what we have to do, we have to just call the AutoIt scripts which we have. Before doing that, let's just compile those AutoIt scripts. So right click and say compile script. Okay, this will create an exe file. So to run the exe files, we have to use the runtime class in Java, right? So and we have to do this twice. So runtime get the runtime execute and pass the location of the script. So in our case, it is the G folder, and within that it is file. Sorry, and within that it is what? So this is our first. So copy it and then go to the editor and paste it here and exe. Okay. So now we have the exe, right? What we have to do next is, so there are three variables here you can take. It's the white space, and the next I want to pass is, so again the directory plus file separator so directory is already the G test, that's what I am passing, and after G test it will be a backward slash file separator. Okay, so this will take me to that folder. Again I have to catch the exception here. Okay, now just say, just for a caution, I'm using thread.sleep here. Okay, now the second one, the second script which you have to run, again same thing. Sorry, run runtime dot get time dot execute. So we have to use, we have to select all the files and pass it. So all right, and then this will be bank, and then we have to pass what? The all images string which we captured above, right? What this will do, this will mimic control all, right? See, and then we have to click on open. So right now you are seeing no files. Let's just quickly go and check our code is good, right? Save it. Okay, and then I would like to run this one. So We'll run this code, right? We just need this button. So I've clicked on browse. I'm not on the previous folder, and I'll just click on run again and see what happens. Okay, it has gone to the folder and now it has selected all the files and clicked on open. Alright, there you go. Hope you like this video. If you are interested in more such videos, just subscribe to my channel. I'll be posting all those videos, and just in case if you have any questions on automation and Selenium, just write a comment out there and I'll be happy to help you. Thank you.